Well, I do know where it came
within
from.
The depths of my soul.
It did. Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Welcome to Fruition Farm.
Welcome.
Welcome. Yes.
Howdy, y'all. Sorry.
Anyway, we have been very busy today, sitting around looking online for things.
We were supposed to be doing tomato sauce,
Yeah.
but that didn't happen today.
We got hijacked. So our walk-in cooler, the AC unit on it is like 12 to 15 years old. It was given to us when we put the cooler together.
The CoolBot, which is amazing. We love our CoolBot.
Yes.
Anyway.
So it's been a blessing. But lately, the past several days, I've noticed that the cooler's been like 39, 41 degrees fluctuating in that area rather than the 34 that it normally is. And so I thought, well, I'll clean the coils in it. I did that yesterday. Today, we're in the same boat, so no change. So now we're on the hunt for a 12 to 15,000 BTU window AC.
Yeah, this one's on the fritz, obviously going out, and we need to replace it before it actually goes out and we lose all our food.
Yeah.
Because it's our only refrigerator.
It is. And we're supposed to butcher hogs tomorrow.
And we get 16 gallons of milk a day. Yeah, we were going to have to postpone hog butchering because...
Yeah.
Man.
Unless we can find one today.
Yeah, if we can find one
So
today.
I didn't think it would be any trouble to find a 12 or 15,000 BTU AC, but evidently, at least online, Lowe's and Home Depot is showing they don't have them.
Other stores too. We've
Yeah,
looked
I've called the hardware stores.
We've looked on Marketplace. We've looked on Craigslist.
Yeah.
We prefer
Actually, I forgot the hardware store had a 12,000. I don't remember the price.
Okay, we'll call them.
Yeah, I'll call them in a little bit. Anyway, so there's that. So we might be able to get one today. We'll see. Anyway, so there's that going on today. Yesterday, we got
our test results back on our cows.
On our Jersey girls.
And they were all three A1, A2. So they weren't A1, A1, and they weren't A2, A2. They were A1, A2. Which they say A1, A2 is better than A1, A1. But also, so there wasn't... We were like, okay, because we really did expect some of them at least to come back A2, A2. But it's not the end of the world. We knew that they might not be A2, A2. But with getting the A2A2 bull to breed them to, their offspring have a 80% chance, I believe it was when I read online, 80% chance of being A2A2. And our goal is to eventually work towards an A2A2 herd. Cookie is A2A2, so her offspring will be A2A2 if she's bred to A2A2. A2A2, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, that's a lot of tongue ties. But, so, just keeping you guys posted on that. We are, we're going to be breeding them to A2A2 with the hopes of getting calves that are A2A2. But they are all definitely A1, A2.
Yeah, and it wasn't like a huge bummer. I mean, we were kind of like, oh, man.
I was a little disappointed, but not like...
Yeah,
I mean, their milk is great.
And in order to get a 100% known A2A2 cow, we would probably have only been able to afford one cow and not the three.
Yeah. The ones, if you go to a smaller farm and buy an A2A2...
Or an old cow.
An old cow, or... Yeah, we would have literally spent what we spent on all three on one cow.
Yeah.
And it's like one of those, like, they're good cows. They have good, healthy milk. So we're just gonna chug along with this, and then eventually
we'll have all A2A2. Yeah.
One day. It's all about building the herd and building your dream and what you want. And so that's where you can't be an idealist. Like, in my mind, I want everything. I want to be a purist, an idealist, and do everything exactly to the T. But I have found over the last decade or so of homesteading that just doesn't work, because life is life, and there's reality versus what you really want. So what we found is, like, it's all building blocks. If we just start where we are with what we have and what's right in front of us and with what God provides us, and we're faithful to steward that and do what we can with it, then he's faithful to follow through and over the course of years make it happen.
Well, it's like the what I keep thinking is, in 2018 October, when we came back to Virginia from Florida after the hurricane, we had 2 steers and we had Gertie, who was pregnant with Buttercup. That was what we had. We ate the 2 steers. Gertie had Buttercup, so then we had Gertie, who was a cow, and then her heifer calf. Yep. And now, here we are, 2022, we have over 40 cows, I think 41 or 42 cows on the property, and cows and calves, total. Bovines, yeah. And that's, they all belong to us except for 7 of them. Well, the bull, Rusty, 7, counting Rusty, there's 6 cows and Rusty that we are still leasing. Yeah. But that's huge. It
is huge. Well, and that's the thing. If you're new in your homesteading, like, just be faithful and just keep going, because, like I was saying the other day, so 11 years ago, I was looking for any resources on real food I could find, and I found realmilk.com, and I researched about raw milk, and then I looked on their directory trying to find raw milk near us for our family. Like, that was the thing, and that's where I've referred people to realmilk.com. I don't even know how many times. Like, people ask me about milk, I'm like, well, here's realmilk.com. I referred somebody in North Carolina the other day, the people we bought the dishwasher from, they were interested in raw milk, and I was like, well, here, go to the directory. And I submitted a listing for our farm on realmilk.com, and now we're listed as a raw milk resource. It was very surreal. I was like 11 years ago, I was on this website, and the thought in my head was, I really need a milk cow, but until then I've got to find milk for my family. And then it still took us 3 years from that point to even get our first milk cow. So it's a process. It doesn't all happen at once. And then it's like, oh, well, we need a couple of milk cows to keep our family in milk. And it's just been over the course of years, God has just provided and been so faithful to us. And now we have technically 6 milk cows. We have 4 Jerseys, and then we have a Jersey Holstein cross, and we have the Dutch Belted cross. So right now we're actively milking 4 at one time. And I'm making all the butter I want right now. You know, it's crazy.
How much butter are you making? Like you?
We're at 24 pounds, I think, right now.
Since we've gotten these cows, it's been
3 weeks, 2.5.
2.5
weeks.
Yeah.
And obviously, as our customer base grows, I won't have as much cream because I won't have as much milk on hand. So I'm like, right now, I'm like trying to capitalize on what I have and freeze as much butter as possible because we use a lot of butter and it's so good. And then, but yeah, it's just keep trudging along just keep pushing forward and keep moving, because we started out and all of the things, like, I'm like, we're literally living our dream. Like, it's crazy because, you know, and in the day to day, when you're in the thick of it and day to day and things aren't going right and there's stuff that there's more dreams, there's bigger dreams, more things you want. A house. Yeah, we'd love to have a house. That's just not for us right now. But different things, you know, I have to stop and pause and look at the reality of where I was 11 years ago versus where I was 5 years ago versus where I am now, or we are, not I, but, and realize, like, wow, we're literally living at and beyond our wildest imagination.
Yeah, we really are.
Like, we wanted a handful of chickens, a milk cow, we wanted to raise 1 beef and 1 pig, you know, and some chickens. And now we not only raise all of our own meat, but we raise meat for other people. We have our own milk, and now we have milk for other people. I mean, it's crazy, and I like to teach people. And with our YouTube channel, hopefully people are learning things through us. I have friends locally that I've been helping with things like sourdough and gardening and things like that. So it's just really, it's a fruition of the things that God has placed in our heart, the desires of our heart, to really be able to share our life and encourage you that you just keep going. Everybody starts somewhere, and our 11 years may be what look like what you want yours now to look like, but you're just starting this, and that's not what we looked like, you know, 11 years ago.
Right.
So you just have to, I always have to remind myself, what I'm living now is somebody else's dream. So if I'm discontent in what I have, I'm actually fulfilling living out what somebody else would just die to have. So just, it's perspective and keeping your heart in the right place and your mind in the right place. So all right, I didn't expect to go on a preaching
I didn't either. I don't know where that came from, but very good. Well, I do know where it came from.
The depths of my soul.
It did.
But all right.
Hey, y'all want to go see our corn patch? It's not great.
It's a little bit sad.
It's a little sad. I took Jenna to see it yesterday for the first time, and I was like,
our first frost is like early to mid-October, so we're looking at 2 months, and corn's like 100 days. So I don't know if we'll get corn. We'll go look at it.
Let's go check it out. All right.
There you have it.
There's some sparse corn.
There's some weeds. So
lots of weeds.
Corn was looking great and coming up, and then Cal got in here and ate it all down.
It ate it. Yeah, it was about that long.
It recovered.
It's still recovering.
It's recovering, but I just don't know that it has time to make corn. There's like 3 pounds of corn planted here. Yeah. So we still have some corn from last year left because I was like rationing it because I was like, well, I don't want to run out, and we might have to really ration. So it'd be like 1 corn cob per week for 1 person in the family. Not really.
We'll see.
I'm kidding.
It could come on. You never know.
Yeah, no, it might. We might still get a good bit. We still have, like, we still have 2 months, so it really could take off. We could just pray over it a lot, and it might really take off. We'll see. Yeah. But yeah, that's our side corn patch. But last year was abundance, and this year's not. That's another thing with homesteading. You just never know when you're going to have an abundant crop of one thing and not so much the next year, or not so much of another thing. So you just take advantage of what you have, and that's why every little bit counts. You preserve what you have. Like, I took in peppers the other day, and I canned 2 pints, well, it was 4 half pints, but 2 pints worth of chili peppers. And I was like, I had pressure can and everything, but I was like, well, it's worth it because that's two meals worth of chili peppers. So if I don't do it every time I bring a little bit in, you know, and I try to wait till I have a massive batch, how much have I missed out? I could have had a dozen jars already put up by the time I wait until I can just put up a big batch. And then the others have either just been used or gone to waste or fed to pigs or whatever. So yeah.
All right.
I think that's it.
That's going to wrap this one up, y'all.
That's going to wrap it up. Thanks for watching and hanging out with us. We appreciate y'all. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload a video. Give us a thumbs up so YouTube will know that you're enjoying this. Comment below. Let us know what you think, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.
See y'all later.